The two primary methods of flirting, direct and indirect, are well known to the vast majority of individuals. When it comes to attracting the attention of a woman, these two personality types typically utilize distinctive approaches. When someone is trying to win someone over through indirect flirtation, they will frequently do things like praising her, using comedy, or even buying their way into her heart. Because they want to keep their relationship at a low risk. On the other side, someone who has a direct approach to flirting is seeking for a high return situation, therefore they are willing to take more risks and be more pushy in how they approach the relationship. However, there is a different sort of flirtation that occurs, which takes flirting to an entirely new level and is typically used by men of high value. This type of flirting is called high-value flirting. This approach to flirting entails maintaining a demeanor that is more restrained up to the point where it is required to turn on one's charm and charisma. So, can you tell me more about this approach to flirting? To put it simply, a guy needs to be a deft practitioner of subtlety in all that he does. This kind of flirting may be divided down into 8 primary tactics that you can use. Number 1. Establishing a more profound connection with the feelings that she was experiencing. It is important for a man to realize that in order to earn a woman's affection, he will need to establish a more profound connection with her. You should ask her a lot of questions with the goal of getting her to open up and share her deepest feelings and ideas with you. This helps to establish a strong connection with a woman that is based on more than simply a physical attraction aimed to reach her emotional side without appearing to be too forceful or invasive. Women are drawn to guys who can make them experience emotions. They haven't experienced that feeling before, so if you do that, you'll be ahead of practically all of the other men she's talked to. She won't understand why, but she will be captivated by it nonetheless. Number 2. Employ words and phrases that will cause mental images to form in her head. Words are strong tools, and a man should be aware of this and work to utilize them to his advantage. You need to have an understanding of how to use them in a methodical and cautious manner in order to achieve the effect you want. In order to build an image that is desirable to the lady, this will typically construct a picture of what a man's life is like. He yearns for something of great worth. Men are skilled in the art of using language to make themselves appear more interesting and desirable. They are also experts in innuendo, and when they talk to your endos, they know just the right things to say to have her imagining what it would be like to be with them. They steer clear of utilizing tired expressions and corny pickup lines, because they are aware that this will have the effect of repelling women. They decide to go for a more natural approach instead, making use of their humor and intelligence to charm their way into her good graces. Not only do they steer clear of employing tired expressions, but they also make it a point to never say anything that can be taken the wrong way by her. They try to maintain the mood light and enjoyable while avoiding breaching any limits in the dialogue. Number 3. They keep a low profile while observing. A male should keep a close eye on the woman at all times. They are attempting to flirt with. Observe her gestures, her body language, the way she talks, and what she does. All of these things subconsciously give away clues about what she is truly like and how you might best approach her. Glaring at someone is considered impolite and inconsiderate behavior. Therefore, as a male, you ought to steer clear of doing that. Simply take into account the fact that it makes other individuals feel awkward. You should strive to establish a comfortable relationship with a woman in which you are interested rather than to make her feel awkward. There is a distinction to be made between the terms glaring and observant. When you give someone the evil eye, you are not truly paying attention to what they are saying or doing. You are only glancing at them without actually taking in any of the information that is being presented to you. When you observe someone, you take in everything about them, including their facial expressions, their body language, and the way they interact with other people. You pay attention to all of these aspects of the person you are observing. They are men of great worth who are specialists at observation. They know how to read people and use that knowledge to their advantage. You are attempting to gain a more in-depth understanding of them. They are aware of how to approach a lady in a manner that has the highest probability of being successful based on what they have noticed about the woman. Number 4. They are skilled in the art of using a light touch. The power that may be exerted through touch is something that every guy should be aware of. Because you may utilize it to establish a connection with her, this strategy is highly significant because it gives you the opportunity to do so. You can develop a physical connection with her by subtly touching her in a variety of different ways. It could be as simple as brushing their hand against hers or as involved as giving her a little touch on the arm. The important thing to keep in mind is that even the tiniest contact can convey a significant meaning. Did you know that humans have the ability to decode the sense of touch? we understand inherently what different kinds of contact mean. A range of negative emotions including rage, fear, disgust, love, gratitude, and sympathy. While squeezing and slapping are linked with anger, stroking and patting are more commonly associated with pity. The action associated with disgust is a pushing motion, whereas the motion associated with fear is a trembling motion. When it comes to adding a flirtatious touch, you can apply the 5 in 15 guideline of flirting, or you can shorten a long story. Both of these strategies are effective. You want to make an effort to touch her 5 times in the space of 15 minutes, and it's natural to touch someone while you're joking around with them when you first meet them. And even when creating eye contact for even more flirting power, a man should understand that touch is a potent instrument, and he should learn how to use it carefully in order to generate the desired results. Nevertheless, you should never be pushy or unduly aggressive. Instead, you should strive to maintain a respectful and understanding attitude. Number 5. They have her body language in their own. Both through our words and by the movements of our body, we are constantly communicating with one another. It demonstrates that you are on the same frequency as the other person when you mirror their body language. It's a strategy you can use to help her feel more at ease with you. A charismatic man is one who is aware of the power of body language and knows how to use it to his advantage. It is possible for a male to imitate the body language of a woman in order to put her at ease around him. Even while it may appear like a trivial matter, it actually has a significant impact. Did you know that if you imitate another person's body language, the person whose body language you are imitating will have a sense of increased intimacy with you? It is correct. The use of effective body language is a potent means of establishing and maintaining relationships. Body language is something that must be mastered to be considered a man of true great value. He is aware of the most efficient way to apply it to the situation. Number 6. They allow her to maintain her freedom. The gifts of independence and liberty are among the most valuable things that can be bestowed to a person. Do not anticipate that a man of high value will bombard a woman's phone with calls or inundate it with a large number of text messages if he is interested in the lady. Her time will be respected above all else by them. It is important for a man to realize that if they give a woman time and space, she will eventually come to them. When she is ready, quality men seek freedom, and they tend to assume that the vast majority of other people feel the same way. These guys do not want to impose themselves on other people or interrupt others, since they feel that doing so is both impolite and incredibly bothersome to them. Before offering their assistance, they want to be very certain that the other person desires it. Number 7. They keep direct eye contact with one another. In order for a man to successfully develop a connection with the woman who is the object of his interest, he should be able to maintain eye contact for significantly longer than is typical. Eye contact is one of the most crucial elements of effective communication, and every man should be aware of how to make it work for him. The correct one. Did you know that making and maintaining eye contact with someone causes them to produce more of the feel-good hormone oxytocin? Oxytocin is sometimes referred to as the love hormone or the cuddle hormone because of its association with feelings of happiness, respite from stress, and even bonding. When you look at someone in the eyes, you give them the impression that they are valuable and important. It demonstrates to the other person that you are paying attention to what they are saying and that you are interested in what they have to say. It also demonstrates that you have self-assurance and are not hesitant to express your interest in anything. A man of great value will make eye contact with the lady he is interested in order to establish a relationship with her. They are aware that maintaining eye contact is one of the most effective methods to make her feel valued and significant, and one of their goals is to ensure that she has that experience. Number 8. Refrain from making things too difficult for yourself. When it comes to dating, one of the biggest turn-offs for women is a man who is too complicated. She won't be able to comprehend what you are saying or keep up with what you are saying if you are too difficult to understand. This is a significant turn-off, and it will soon eliminate any interest she may have had to you in the past. Sure, there are some women that prefer more complex men. On the other hand, you don't want to complicate things too much. Instead, focus on striking the proper balance and keeping things straightforward. She will find that your straightforwardness is charming and will enjoy it. Additionally, it will make it simpler for her to comprehend you and connect with you in a meaningful way. You don't want her to have the impression that she's caught up with you or that she can't keep up with you. You can certainly give it a shot every so often to see if she can keep up, but you shouldn't count on her being able to. The standard.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.